Hi folks, I wanted to give a quick little introduction to the Ecology Digital Notebook. Once you download the digital notebook, make sure you hit Enable Editing. Then we're going to go to the first page. On this first page, you're going to be differentiating between biotic and abiotic factors. You may want to go into your notes or the internet to find what biotic factors are versus abiotic factors. The examples you could get independent of this picture or straight from the picture. All right, and then how they would interact with each other. Then you're going to be putting an X over all the non-living stuff. So you just click on the X and say, okay, here's the sun. That is non-living. All right, and then an O over all the biotic stuff. And so let's say here's an O here and the frog is biotic. So you're going to put X's and O's on this stuff, and that will help you to get your examples. When you get to this slide, you actually need to zoom out. So you can use a little button down here at the bottom to zoom out, and there's all your pictures. And you're going to grab these things and put them in either biotic or abiotic, wherever they go. That should be simple enough. Okay, then you're going to have to zoom back in to be able to see the writing here, not too big. And we're going to put different things in here, like what is a producer, what the definition of a producer is, a synonym for a producer. So another name for a producer, for example, is an autotroph. All right, a picture of a producer, an example in words of a producer, and then a fact about producers. So you're just going to take these squares and organize them. All right, on this page, you're going to have to zoom out yet again a little bit so you can get, go in the wrong direction. So you can get all the little pictures in there. And we're going to create a food web using at least 8 individuals provided. So you always start with your producers at the bottom. In this case, in aquatic ecosystem, I'm going to make the producers my phytoplankton. And then I'm going to grab an arrow. And remember, arrow always goes towards the stomach that the organism is going to go in. So who's going to eat my phytoplankton? Well, a shrimp would. So I'm going to have the shrimp go over here. And then I'm going to have another one that something could eat my shrimp, and you can move these this way. And maybe there's more than one thing because it's a food web, not a food chain. So more than one thing that eats shrimp. And if you're not sure what eats what, you can just do a quick little Google search on what they eat. Okay. And then down below here, we're going to have to zoom out again. All right, this is the interdependence of organisms. So we're going to start at the lowest level here, and it says describe your organism's role in the food chain energy pyramid. So if you look at your direction, it says zoom out, see the various mountain scenes and a variety of organisms to create a 5-part food chain, with number 1 being the producer and 5 being the top predator. Describe each organism's role in the food chain energy pyramid by discussing its trophic level, how it gets energy, and how much energy is given it to it. So we're going to start at number 1. I'm going to help you with this. So here's number 1. And this is going to be my producer, right? That's my trophic level. So I'm going to put that on here because it asks for that first. So over here for number 1, I'm going to put producer. Okay. And then how it gets energy is going to be by photosynthesis. That's what producers do. Okay. And then how much energy it gets? Well, it's going to get 100% energy from the sun. All right. 100%. So now I need an example of a producer. Let's do grass. I'm going to do grass. You can do something different. All right, and this guy is hiding, so I need to right-click him and do Format Picture. And you can bring it to the front, or I think there was one right there, actually. Bring to the front. There we go. Got to bring it to the front. Now you can do that. All right, so now I put that on there. That's good. Now my next layer up is going to be a consumer. In this case, it's a primary consumer because it's the first one. Primary consumer is going to be the trophic level. And so they're going to get their food by consuming the producer. All right, they're an herbivore. And how much energy they're going to, so you have to remember that 90% of your energy is lost to the environment as heat, so only 10% of it gets passed on. So out of 100%, these guys are only going to get 10% of the energy from the sun, and they get it indirectly, because they're getting it through the producer. Only 10%. So now I need to find something that would eat grass. So that's, how about a grasshopper? All right. So I'm going to put the grasshopper in there. And again, he's hidden. So I got to do right click, bring to front, and put my grasshopper in there. Okay. And then I'm going to go to 3. So 3 is going to be your secondary consumer, and they're only going to get 10% of 10. So 10 divided by 10 will give you your amount, and so on. And then when you're all done, you're going to be able to pile these up on top of each other. And you might lose your little picture there. That's okay. And put them in, basically just put them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And that's what you're doing for this. Hopefully that helps you. You got to continue on. Good luck, guys. Bye.